SMX Facts time. We bring in our statistician, Clinton Fowler, who has a document prepared for us to work off of the show, but we're throwing him a curveball he didn't expect. JT, talk to Clinton about how many different winners we've seen this year.
Clinton, I think you'd like to know we have 14 winners thus far this year. I think that might be just a tad higher. That's 2 years in a row for you now. So I'm not going to make you answer for that now. I just wanted to bring it to light off weekend, time to reflect. Maybe you're getting that wrong.
I think I'm going on 3 years of wrong, but I appreciate the opportunity here, gentlemen.
Yes, we had the attack set up earlier in the show. So 14 winners, that's the most ever though, right?
It is. In both classes, it's impressive. We got 6 in the 450s and in the 250s, guys. I mean, 4 in each of the series. We haven't seen that in both of those series. There's been more to start a season here in an individual one, but still an impressive start with just a ton of different winners, which makes the racing awesome.
Yep. And we joke about this because usually the first Race Day Live episode of the year, Clinton says there's going to be like 3 total winners in the 450 class, and then it ends up blowing those numbers out of the water. We're happy to be wrong when it turns out to be this unpredictable. Now we can get to what you planned on talking about, which is the odd every year mid-season slump for Chase Sexton. I cannot figure out a reason that this would be repeatable, but it is indeed repeating itself.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers show the middle of the season is not optimal for Chase Sexton. He's got 11 career wins, guys. He's only got 1 of them in the middle of the year. 5 in the first 4 rounds, 5 in the last 5 rounds, but 1 in the middle of the year. And quite frankly, that 1 was Detroit 2023. And really, he kind of backed into that one. Not to take anything away, he won, but that was Aaron Plessinger's night, or should have been Aaron Plessinger's night. So the middle of the season just hasn't been that great for him, JT. You look at this year, no different. He's gone 1-6-4-1 to start the season, so he had 2 wins in the first 4 rounds. But since then, he's gone 5-3-3, 5-3. JT, that's a difference of 2 points a round that he's averaging right now in the middle of the season. What do you see from him?
I think there are 2 different variables at play. One, I think we're starting to see a trend emerge for him that he is doing a little bit better on the hard pack tracks that don't deteriorate at all. You look at the races where he's really excelled, like Glendale, Anaheim 1, like he was great. And those tracks are notoriously hard packed. And you couple that with the end, the Denvers, the Salt Lakes, they're harder packed. They're out west typically. So that's not something I would immediately associate, but the numbers don't lie. And that's where he is excelling both the front end and the back end of these championships.
Yeah, he was 10 points ahead of Webb leaving Glendale when he got that second win in 4 rounds. And now he's 15 points behind. That's an entire race's worth of points that have swung. And it's coinciding, not surprisingly, with Webb riding really well. And you have an eye-opener for Webb's performance at Indy.
Yeah, Indianapolis, incredible. He led all 25 laps 2 weeks ago. He was just seemed like he was out there for a relatively easy ride. Obviously, that's not the case when you're going up against the best in the world here. But the amazing part, that's only 1 of 10 times in the 32 times that he's won races that he's gone wire to wire. So he's done it 30% of the time, wire to wire victory. You look at his titles competitors, Chase Sexton and Ken Rock. JT, both of those guys are 60% of the time going wire to wire. So we just don't see this from Webb. JT, what does that do for his confidence as we enter into Birmingham this weekend?
Well, it just makes his life a lot easier. And if you ask Cooper Webb, I think sure, he would love to be at the front on the first lap and manage the races from the front. It just simply hasn't gone that way for him. And he's had to overcome adversity. He's had to make passes. And also, we know Cooper Webb's calling card is he is a closer. He would be drinking all of the coffee because he is a true closer. And the difference is, if you're going to allow him to be the starter, that makes being the closer that much easier. When you have an 8-second gap with a couple laps to go, well, yeah, a guy like Cooper Webb is going to be able to manage that and bring it home. So a little word of advice to the guys that are quick starters, Ken Roxon's, Chase Sexton, if you're going to plan on beating Cooper Webb, you better do what you do and get to the front early, because if you don't, Cooper Webb will take advantage of that every single time.
Dangerous times for everybody not named Cooper Webb in this championship. We'll see. Maybe the midseason is over for Sexton. Maybe this is the shift into the end of the season where he's been historically good. A lot of the line this weekend, Clinton. Thanks for the info. The only thing left to do is race at Birmingham this weekend. Yes, hopefully with less incident. Race day live coverage at 1:30 Saturday Eastern time. And the gates drop at 7 o'clock Eastern time Saturday night. What's in store? I think we just proved it. Who knows? So you better tune in. We'll see you there.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.